one, know that mental health is real. Two, all right, I want you to know most of the time when we're coming from the hoods, coming from the quote-unquote ghetto, quote-unquote Islams, coming from prison, coming from a violent background, watching your parents squabble, fight it out, argue all the time. Maybe your parents came from watching their parents argue and fuss all the time, fight. Maybe your parents watched it, witnessed it, participated in it. It's just, this is my message, that mental health, the struggle, the flight and fight, it didn't come from you. You're not the fault that you're going through that. But you are the key holder to unlock the safe where it's been held at and to let it free. It's been generational. It's been passed on through genealogy, through genetics. And it came from slavery. And it came from battling. It came from violence. It came from flight or fight. Maybe it came from rape. Maybe it came from somebody close to you hurting you. It's a lot of stuff that goes on with mental health and how the black man is dealing with it. No one told you about venting. No one told you what venting was. No one told you it was cool to speak on your problems to someone that might have a solution. Not to just speak them. We always was told to hold it in, keep your head up, it's gonna be all right. No one ever told you about breathing, in with the good, out with the bad. Because you might be the bad in your mind. You might be the big bad wolf. You don't want to do that like that. No one told you about, you might be having a panic attack, you might be having respirational problems. Because you're holding your breath. No one told you about getting away, getting to yourself, being in tune with yourself, listening to yourself, understanding yourself, breathing. Back to that breathing. In with the good, out with the bad. No one told you it was cool to pass that brother and tell him what's up and hold the door open for him. We've been stuck with the angry black man syndrome. It's a disease. The angry black man syndrome. We've been duped and tricked through movies, through music. Of the angry black man. And our role models that's in the hoods was strict too. The angry black man syndrome. You know, it might have came from dad having to work and pay the bills and not benefiting from it. Besides the roof over the head and the clothes and the food on the table. But dad ain't even got the clothes and he ain't even enjoying the food. And the roof over his head is just to sleep because he's back to work. He's never out of his work uniform. And he's always angry. Taking whatever he got going on at work from the boss, the people that he can't snap back up on. Dad come back probably taking it out on the family. Mom probably having to work and keep up with dad to keep up with the bills. So they both upset and angry. And you inheriting that too. Or maybe you watching your uncle, how he move. Uncle always mad. Uncle listening to NWA. Uncle listening to G-Unit. Uncle listening to Band Gang. Like, Uncle mad. Uncle got the switch. Big bro got the switch. He's upset all the time. He's making enemies. He's not making friends. And so this is who I want to be like. Or maybe I'm in the neighborhood where the homies, they're not smiling. They own one. They walking hard. They looking hard. They mad. Why? Because this is what was in the music. This is the videos. This is the pictures we see of our role models. Always mad. Always upset. Even when the black man is successful, he's the angry boss in the movies, in the videos. Lean on me, Joe Clark coming through, tripping. And anger causes anger. Energy doesn't die, it travels. So like, it's no love being displayed. When somebody talk about love, somebody talk about venting, somebody talk about smiling, that person weak in the eyes of the person they talking to that hasn't been taught about that kind of lifestyle. Haven't been told about that kind of stuff. And actually that person ain't weak, that person is strong. Why? Because that person is being true to themselves. They ain't got to keep up. Back to the mental health. Like, man, you've been in prison. You done seen countless stabbings. Probably witnessed a murder or two. You don't have to fight for your life. You don't have to defend yourself, your friend's honor. You don't have to rock with your homies. You don't have to sleep with a knife. You don't have to pray every night that you make it home. You don't be worried about people that you are supposed to protect out in the free world. You can't protect them. You going through some kind of mental health. Or you grew up in the hood, dodging bullets, not being friendly, segregated in your area, not even going across the street into that neighborhood. When you do see people from that neighborhood, y'all tripping. Or y'all looking at each other crazy. Don't even know, like, a few decades ago, me and y'all mamas was cousins. They got sent to this state. And so, like, you becoming segregated. You becoming what they call an introvert, and you wasn't even made to be one. Like, we were made to be together, vibrate together. You only can do so much by yourself before you start bringing yourself down. Like jumper cables. Like the negative and the positive will start the engine, but it can't do it without each other. Like we have to come together. We got to find a way to come together, be around each other. And if you're not doing that, then you kind of messed up and you kind of going through something and you kind of need some help. And it's all right to reach out to somebody and say you need some help. It's all right to tell your problems to somebody that can help. But don't tell your problems to somebody that your problem's going to fall under deaf ears and you're going to get discouraged about seeking for help. Everybody got to seek for help. And it might not be the psychologist that's telling you some shit that they telling everybody else that come in the next hour. Find somebody got true love for you. Excuse me, that's been through what you've been through. Find somebody that's been through what you've been through. But we don't know that because we was never taught that. We was never taught that. Hey, man, talk to somebody. Let's talk this out. Hey, man, you need a hug. Not you know what I'm saying? I know what they say, no homo. But like, nah, you need some of this energy. You need some of this masculine energy. Huh? You need me to, you need me to tell you it's going to be all right. You need me to tell I love you, brother. Keep your head up. Don't look down unless it's money on the ground. We need that. No, you need to hit big bro up and let me hear you vent. Huh? We need that. Straight up. And like my Aunt Susie always used to tell me, tears is the way the soul is being cleansed. It's the way the rain hits the soul and cleanses it. And weeping is something that comes natural, like blinking, your fingernails growing, your heart beating. You know what I mean? Not crying, some of them up tears, making yourself cry. I'm talking about weeping. Like when they say Jesus wept, when tears is rolling down your face. Not because you're upset, mad. No, you're cleansing yourself, you letting it go. It's gonna be all right.